So team of the season is finally here, and I know for a fact you guys are looking for some cheap ass coins. Well, head over to golda.com right now and use Gonth at checkout to get yourself a tasty little discount. Yo, what is actually going on, lads? What is going on? Tell me right now, what is going on? I don't actually know why I care so much. I just want to know what's going on. So I was sat here a little bit bored, and I thought to myself, do you know what? Why don't I hit you with another squad builder? They're the only things that are relevant to make at this moment. They're the only things that you lot are enjoying. So I put 2 and 2 together, and I'm bringing you another one. And today this one's pretty exciting because we're going to be looking at some of the biggest possible transfers that almost happened. These almost happened. And there's going to be a certain team in here that's going to blow your mind. When you see the amount of players that they should have signed, it's bullshit! But considering we're all bored of FIFA 16 and we're waiting for FIFA 17, there's something else that I've been up to and there's something else that I've been doing. And that is 3, 2, 1... Tops kick. Oh yeah, you've all heard of it. You know what it is. You love it. I've got to give it to Unfair Play. They've revamped the app just in time for the 2017 season. Tops kick has always been a very good app. Every YouTuber has used it. And while you're bored of FIFA 16, while packs on FIFA 16 suck, why not open some? If that actually zooms in, wait, is that gonna, do you know what? No, I'm not even gonna bother. Let's open some packs on Tops Kick. I'm gonna make you guys a deal. Whatever unbelievably good rare players that I get, I'm gonna give them to you lot. And if you head over to Tops Kick right now, download it and get a better pack than me, and prove it, I'll give you a little shout out. Shout out. Does anyone even care about shout out? This is 2016 and I'm offering shout outs. Tops Kick have actually brought something in now where you can play your cards and you can earn points in real life. So say for instance, Ronaldo goes and scores a hat-trick and you've got him on Tops Kick, your card will earn points. It's sick. Do you know what? Enough of this shenanigans. Let's open some packs and let's start with some big BPL packs. What's the biggest one they got? EPL London Derby pack. Do you know what? Buy it. I'm buying it. I'm splashing the cash and I'm getting Jakob. Well, he's not that good. Oh, we've got Mahrez. We'll take Mahrez. We've got Hazard. Even though Hazard flopped last season. Right, let me try one of these. Do you know what? We're up in the levels. And I get Kimmich. Oh, the screen just shook and all sorts. That must mean that's a good thing. Oh, Neuer. Yes. See the fire in the background? That means you've got a good player. Oh, shit. I'm not really sure what all the points and stuff mean, but I know that Manuel Neuer is really good. But I'm going to stop opening up because I don't want to blow all my coins. But if you're not bored of FIFA 16, get on Tops Kick. And if you can beat Manuel Neuer, I'll give you a shout out, I promise. I actually will. So go and download Tops Kick if you're bored. But now, we're on to what you've all been waiting for. And you are about to be blown away by some of these transfers that could have been. Are you ready? I hope you're ready. You better be ready. Let's go. Start this off with in goal, of course, we have got David De Gea. This guy was about this close. This close. As big as your dick close. That was a bit rude. Sorry, I take that back, sorry. He was very close to joining for Real Madrid. Now, Real Madrid usually get whoever they want. But I'm not sure why it fell through and why it didn't go ahead. But David De Gea is still a Man United player. So, all in all, Man United are winning. This guy, don't forget, steals donuts. He actually is a thief. That could be why Real Madrid don't want him. Next, we're on to one that's gonna absolutely blow your head clean into the water. Lewandowski could have been a Blackburn Rovers player. I know there's a lot of you who don't know that. Sam Allardyce could have signed Lewandowski for 2.5 mil. That's right, I'm not even joking. Back in like 2008 or 2009, before Lewandowski was banging in 30, 40 goals a season, Allardyce was going to sign him to Blackburn. And if it wasn't for the Icelandic ash cloud, you know that big thing that stopped all the planes from going across, he could have been a Blackburn Rovers player. Unfortunately, because of events that were out of his hands, it got knocked back and he didn't end up signing. Then, like a year or two later, he goes on to score 30 goals a season. Can you imagine the pain in your stomach? Do you know what? How would you sleep at night? How does Allardyce sleep at night? I don't even know. And next up is going to be the first of about 15 different players who could have signed for Arsenal. Starting with Yaya Toure. This is actually going to take the piss. I hate Arsene Wenger. Yaya Toure could have been an Arsenal player. Everybody knows that he went and done a trial for Arsenal. Arsene Wenger was happy with it. But just like everybody else, we didn't sign him. No. We couldn't be asked. And finally, to complete the defence, we have got Falcao, and this also is absolutely ridiculous. Believe it or not, Falcao back in 2008 could have been an Aston Villa player. Now, this was back when Aston Villa were really good. And Martin O'Neill, instead of signing Falcao for 5 mil, actually went and signed Emil Heskey. Now, don't get it wrong, Emil Heskey used to be a great player, but we all know he ain't no Falcao. And just like Lewandowski, a year or two later, Falcao went on to be one of the deadliest strikers in world football, going and scoring 30-odd goals, scoring hat-tricks against teams like Chelsea, Real Madrid. This guy was one of the deadliest in Europe, and he could have been at Aston Villa. And onto the midfield, we're going to start with one of the most famous could-have-been transfers of the team. Of course, Steven Gerrard, when he could have been a Chelsea player. Now imagine how that would have turned out if he didn't stay at Liverpool and actually sign for Chelsea. Apparently he was so close from signing, but it fell through and he ended up staying at Liverpool. He also went on to be probably Liverpool's best ever player of all time. Definitely the most iconic. If you think of Liverpool, you think of that commentary. Lovely cushion header to Gerrard. There we have it. For those of you who don't know, Gerrard could have been a Chelsea player. And next to Gerrard in the midfield is, of course, Jamie Vardy, the biggest prospect in football at the moment. I mean, this guy is the best of the best. Nobody knows how, but he's absolutely scoring for fun. For England, he's smashing it. Leicester, well, he helped them win the league, being the top goal scorer in the Premier League last season. And believe it or not, Arsenal were, once again, just like they always are, agonisingly close to signing him, and he didn't join. Now, nobody knows why, we don't understand why, but Leicester or Arsenal, I know they may have won the league last year, but we are a much bigger club. Surely Vardy would want to come, and if he was close to, surely he should have sealed the deal. But we all know what Arsene Wenger's like. He was probably, you know what, no, you can come, but your family have got to stay in Leicester. We haven't got enough money to move your family. That's how stingy Arsene Wenger is. Now we're on to the big boys, and Alan Shearer, the #1 top goal scorer in Premier League history. This guy could score with his head, his shoulder, his back, his stomach. Some like to say he could score with his dick. I doubt he could. Now apparently Alan Shearer back in the day was very close to signing for Man United, and he would have signed if they didn't take so long. I've got a little interview where Alan Shearer actually said if Man United came up with the money a little bit quicker, he probably would have signed. But because they took so long, he told them to fuck off. Sir Alex Ferguson was actually really close to signing him, and then eventually he just said, do you know what, nah, I'm joining my hometown team, Newcastle. Then went on to be, like I said, the highest ever goal scorer in the Premier League. So you can say what you want, that move was a smart move. And then we move over to Shevchenko, and once again, you're never gonna believe this. I'm gonna get up articles just to show you that I'm not bullshitting. Shevchenko actually considered a move to Tottenham. They came in with a £30 million bid for the giant striker. This is one of the most feared strikers in Europe. Shevchenko at one point was the best of the best, and Tottenham said, do you know what? Fuck it, 30 mil, we want him. And if it wasn't for AC Milan extending his contract, who knows? He could have been at Tottenham. Now that would have just been weird. Now this is gonna hurt every single Arsenal fan that's watching this, just like it hurts me. Cristiano Ronaldo. Yep, not only Cristiano Ronaldo, we've got a whole lot more as well, but let me just start with the best player in the world. This guy, just like loads of other players in this team, could have been an Arsenal player. I don't know what Arsene Wenger's doing, or if he's playing hard to get, or if he's being stingy. But Ronaldo was this close. Once again, I'm gonna say this close. The same size as my dick, so this close, to being an Arsenal player. And Man United stole him. He was that close to being a player, we gave him the number 9 shirt. We actually gave him a squad number. And just like everyone else, we let him get away. I hate Arsenal sometimes. No, do you know what? I'm just going to move on. It doesn't get any easier because we're going to move on to Suarez. And guess what? He could have been an Arsenal player too. Yeah. Yep. This is one that we all know about. Wenger, for some reason, bidded £40 million and then an additional £1 to try and trigger Suarez's clause. And all that did was piss Liverpool off and piss Suarez off because he didn't join. No. Like, why would you do that? Wenger just come in with a normal bid, like a normal person. Come in with like a 60, a 70 mil. As much as this guy's worth, pay big bucks, because we know he's going to be a big player. And instead, just like everyone else, Suarez didn't join. Went and joined Barcelona and become, as usual, he was the top goal scorer in La Liga last season. What? Now, just like Ronaldo, we actually gave him a squad number. We gave him a shirt number ready for him to join. Wenger said to him, you know what, Ibra, I know you're a great player. We've seen you play, but for some reason, will you take a trial? Ibra said, you know what? Fuck you, and fuck Arsenal. I don't do trials. He actually replied, Zlatan doesn't do auditions, and completely snubbed us and never joined. And then went on to be, as we all know, the best striker in world football. He definitely is top 3 best strikers to ever grace the game of football. Zlatan does it better than anyone else. And just like all the other players, just like 6 or 7 other players could have been an Arsenal player if it wasn't for Wenger fucking things up. It may as well have just been an Arsenal team, an Arsenal possible team. Look how great some of the players we would have had, some of the best teams in the world. That actually hurts my head to think. Wow, Yaya Toure, Ibra, Ronaldo. Oh my God, even Vardy. But anyway, lads, you know how the cookie crumbles. You win some, you lose some. Unfortunately for Arsenal, we don't really win any. We don't really sign anyone. But as usual, lads, I really hope you've enjoyed. I know you Arsenal fans probably didn't enjoy, but if you did, remember to leave it a thumbs up. I love you all, and I will speak to you all next time. Whew. Peace. I don't know where you've been, but it's pretty amazing. This, in my opinion, is one of the best disallowed goals ever scored by a defender. Look at it. Look at it! He has scored from almost the impossible of angles, and I think that should have been given. I think it should have been given. Honestly, that is just mental. Thiago Silva, how have you done that? Most strikers couldn't do that. The ball, oh, it's just gone out.